the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the LA Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're underway from Seattle. Return coming from the 6. Things going well so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why? Why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Chargers nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Play action now for Herbert. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make a change.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Herbert now off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during the game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Running it with Hampton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. First down, and they go right back to it. Keeps it moving. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50B, 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Chargers getting set. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. So that brings up second down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's Harris on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Herbert throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's Hampton on second. Escapes the defender. And he has this down to the 34. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. They send a man in motion. Hampton gets the handoff. And he gets this forward to the 19. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Gets this one to Harris. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They'll run with Hampton. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And the defense is down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Dicker connects there. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. The Chargers have an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Now Darnold off the play action. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Darnold. Well, he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. From the gun, Darnold finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. And again, it's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. It's a screen pass. Charbonnet. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Slater, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you've got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Play action now for Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Working inside the red zone. That one's complete. Omarion Hampton. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert back to throw. This one's caught. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Shotgun give to Hampton. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Makes the catch. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a 9-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Seahawks 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shaheed now to return. A little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Complete to A.J. Barner. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Darnold. The grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the Stix.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
At the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. There's a dive up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Darnold. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. First and 10.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
First and 10, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it sets up second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So a tough third down upcoming. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this third down. Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. He finds him beyond the marker. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game.
Seahawks 14.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. It's a race down the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
A 6-yard pickup.
There's no question, Kate, that the big play is down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And This one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Herbert throwing again. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Herbert to throw once more. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Herbert once more. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So now they have 3rd and short.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Dicker connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Hey, we've all learned enough to look at the numbers through the years and know how important points are going into halftime and coming out of halftime. They accomplished the first task. Now they'll get a chance to begin the second half of the ball as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Starts the return at the 34. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Throw left side, pump by Smith and Jigba. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Complete to number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now Darnold off the play action. On the move, past the 40. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Now they send their back in motion right. From the gun, Darnold. He has it at the 5! And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Darnold now to throw. Buys time, rolling right, and he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half.
We know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some can do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 24, Chargers 20.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm. And a nice little gain on top of it.
One of the tight ends motions right. Herbert here, third and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down.
You get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. New set of downs for him from the 31. Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run here on first down. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Kate, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, oh, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
Down with a quick pass out wide. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now lead by 10. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 or 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
Chargers 20.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Gets it to his fullback. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw, Herbert. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Herbert now off the play fake. Headed right through the middle of the field. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
That's another Chargers First down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Jim Harbaugh sticking with his offense. They're going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2.
Sending him up the middle. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now.
31. Chargers 28.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Stopped by Deion Henley.
A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Hits him on the in route. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Kate, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Back to the well again. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
To throw, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll work against the blitz. It's a screen pass. Charbonnet. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. And that's 6 in the end.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 38, Chargers 28.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On the quick slant, it's Johnston. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Herbert. Going to the left side, and Johnston has it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Herbert on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check-down yards.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Herbert gonna tuck and run. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, Chargers.
1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Herbert. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's tackled for no gain.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert back to throw. Cut out left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense that's flying around and making the play.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. It's Herbert once more. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points.
That penalty is declined.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the fourth.
38. Chargers 35.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play fake, Darnold. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing here, Darnold. Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
1st and 10.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
And a yard.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now a give on the counter. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for the loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw it. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks holding on to a field goal lead. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Fine quarterback run here. Back to the line they come, second down. They're going to pass it here. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. Clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 45, Chargers 35. Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Small pass. Big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now, Herbert. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Herbert to throw once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.